Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Sonic WWE 318, back again for another video for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for my WWE Extreme Rules 2019 prediction video. Yep, it is time for the one night of the year where everything in WWE goes extreme. Ooh, no, I'm playing for you guys. But it is time for Extreme Rules 2019, and it is, time for my prediction video for said show. So, what else would we be here for than talking about some good old-fashioned Extreme Rules wrestling? Yeah, and my prediction to go on to go on the boot for that for whatever reason, because I gotta get my thoughts and predictions out there before we actually get onto the actual stuff. You know that, right? Alright, but all jokes aside, we're here for Extreme Rules 2019 predictions, and, let's just jump into these predictions, shall we? Because, what else are you here? So, yeah, so, let's jump on in, okay? So, to start things off, we have Aleister Black taking on Cesaro. What a good way to start off the show, What a good way to start the show. I mean, like I said, this is going off of stuff we have currently on the card. And there is no intentions of in regards to any of these matches on the card may or may not be kickoff match quality matches. So we're just gonna go with the mindset that all these shows are going to be on the main card, or if not, then maybe one of these matches may or may not be on the main card and maybe on the kickoff show. So kickoff show in mind, there's potential shit in there in mind. So with this potential, just put this to the side. With that potential being there, we're going to stay focused on the card we have right here and being focused on the main card we have here for the show, obviously enough. So, yeah. So, put all that shit aside. Anywho, back to the point at hand we have here with Aleister Black taking on Cesaro. My prediction for this match is going to be for Aleister Black because, obviously enough, any numbnut can actually tell you enough. Aleister Black has not been used on the shows at all as of late, and he has not been on the card or on the roster for so very, very long, besides the obvious backstage promo saying, "Come challenge me, I challenge anyone, come challenge me, come knock on my door, I'm here, I'm Aleister Black, come here, come challenge me, I'm here, I want to fight, come challenge me." Other than that, we have not seen Aleister Black in the ring at all as of late, and the last time we really saw him, actually on heat and actually on fire, was his time with actually Ricochet when they both debuted on the main roster, and we have never seen him ever since that point where he was actually looking really, really on fire with Ricochet, once again, like I said, when they debuted. So, yeah, he needs something to get back on fire once again. Why not get him starting back up again with none other than win over Cesaro? So, with that said, Aleister Black, there is your bone. Welcome back, and go fetch and actually be on fire once again like you did before with Ricochet. So, with that said, Aleister Black, there you go. So, go get him, Aleister Black. Go get him. Alright, next up, we have a match potentially for the Raw Tag Team Championship match. I am going to assume it's what it's for, but don't quote me on this at all, because like I said, like that one match with I think, and it actually might have been, I don't know if it actually, no. I think it was the match before Stopping Grounds with Heavy Machinery, which they had a match, I think it was actually against the Usos. So, like I said, with the match between Usos and, Brian and Rowan, I could have sworn that was for the championships, but when the Usos did win that match against those two, they did not become champions, and I was like, what the fuck? So, once again, like I said, I'm going to assume this actually is for the Raw Tag Team Championships, but do not quote me on this, because that could be an absolute flop just out like that one time. So, do not quote me on this, but I am 90% sure that this is for the Tag Team Championships. So, there you go. So with this said, my subs in the match is none other than the Revival taking on the Usos for the Raw Tag Team Championships. With this said and done, ladies and gentlemen, you might ask yourself, while I'm actually itching my nose, you might ask yourself, what is my prediction for this match? My prediction for this match is going to be for, while I wouldn't mind, actually would love to see the Usos pick up the win over the Revival, I don't think it's going to happen, as Revival is going to retain their Tag Team Championships. So with this said, there you go, Revival, and there you go. So, next up, we have Braun Strowman taking on Bobby Lashley in a last man standing matchup. Haha. I was about to say last man standing man match. I don't know. Tongue twister in my head, didn't come out of my mouth. So there you go. But anyways, Lashley and Strowman, a last man standing match. My prediction for this match is going to be going for, obviously, for Strowman, because obviously enough, ever since these two went back and forth in a Falls Count Anywhere match on that one episode of Raw, and they've been building the whole, oh my god, Lashley and Strowman went through hell and back since they went through the LED wall. We haven't seen this shit before and ever in our lives on Monday Night Raw. Oh my god, how these guys survived. Oh my god, how these guys are alive, and yada 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 yada. The same old, you know, sing song and dance move and all that crap we usually see before. They're trying to build this extreme matchup between two gladiators, two tough superstars, and blah 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 blah. And, you know, since we've pretty much only seen Lashley being the one that should be on his feet and actually, you know, be able to cut promos for said match without any sort of scent and actually kind of hint in mind of actually seeing Strowman actually being anything towards this feud, I am going to actually, that's why I'm sticking strong in saying forth that Braun Strowman is going to come back from that moment between Lashley and himself going through the LED wall on Raw, and to overcome the odds and actually beat Lashley for this matchup. Regardless if this match is actually going to be a legitimate, you know, your usual last man standing match, you know, Korean kind of matchup where you typically see these two go beat the hell out of each other and then, you know, a typical, you know, 10 count match, or this match can either turn out to be something so silly and so stupid, just like, what the fuck happened with this match? So, regardless of how this match eventually will end, or how this match will go, my prediction is still going to stick strong, and I'm going to root and actually stick aside my prediction, actually being for Braun Strowman. So, as I said, Braun Strowman is my prediction, and we're going to move on next up, with it being none other than the WWE Cruiserweight Championship match, with Drew Gulak taking on Tony Nese. With this said, my prediction for this match is going to be for Drew Gulak to win this match and actually retain his title. And I'm actually going to keep my eye on this match, just like I did with actually Survivor Series, Stomping Grounds, mind you, Stomping Grounds, because their match with, you know, these two and Akira Tozawa actually blew me away with Stomping Grounds with their match, because holy crap, what a match was, and actually entertaining match that was. So I'm actually going to keep my eye on this match and to see how well this actually turns out compared to that match. So here you go, Drew Gulak and Tony Nese. You got my eyes. You got my eye on you guys. So pull out a good show, why don't you? Pull out a good show. Also, all jokes aside, but seriously though, like I said before, my prediction for this match is for Gulak to win this match and retain his title against Tony Nese. And like I said, I'm actually pretty excited to actually see this match for once to actually see another Cruiserweight Championship matchup. Because, like I said, their match and with Akira Tozawa back at Stomping Grounds was actually pretty good. And actually, like I said before, I'm actually for once actually kind of excited, actually stoked to see a Cruiserweight match. So, there you go. There you go, guys. Go out there and do your thing. So, Gulak, there's my prediction. There you go. Next up, we have the United States Championship matchup between Ricochet taking on AJ Styles. My prediction for this match is going to be that while I wouldn't mind seeing Ricochet should retain his title, I'm going to go out and actually go on a win and actually say that AJ Styles is actually going to win the United States Championship here. And because I'm saying this because for future feud retelling or telling, whatever word you want to say. So, my mindset is, you know, Styles is going to win this match for the sake of actually have a future feud going on between Ricochet and Styles, heading towards the future, whether it actually be a one-time, you know, like a one pay-per-view, like 1 month thing, while this feud could actually potentially end or actually, you know, continue out of I was going to say Survivor Series. SummerSlam, I was supposed to say SummerSlam, not Survivor Series. But the point still stands. Regardless if it's actually going to end at SummerSlam or not, or continue, my mindset is that Styles is actually going to win for the sake of future feuds, you know, telling. So how these two guys go somewhere with their feud, to actually go somewhere, actually have, you know, the storytelling of how Ricochet can actually be the one to actually lose the championship for him to build himself back up, to actually go against the odds against both Gallows and Anderson, actually being a brick wall for Styles, for Ricochet just to knock through that brick wall, and actually be able to go after Styles once and for all, and actually get his title back once and for all in the very, very end for this said feud. So, with that all said, now, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, my prediction is going to be for Styles to win this match, but I would love to, and I wouldn't mind, I would love to see Ricochet actually retain for this match. But my mindset is going for this match is for the sake of Styles and Ricochet to continue in their feud to the near future. My mindset is going to be for Styles to to actually win the championship over Ricochet. So it said Styles, there you go. Next up, we have the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship Triple Threat match between Daniel Bryan and Rowan taking on the New Day with Xavier Woods and Big E taking on the Heavy Machinery. My prediction for this match is going to be a copy and paste prediction for Stomping Grounds, in that while I wouldn't be too surprised if Bryan and Rowan actually retain the championships, but with the addition of that, I would actually mind see the New Day actually win the championships. My prediction for this match is going to be for Heavy Machinery to actually win this matchup, actually finally win their championships from their match from they're technically get the rematch from Stomping Grounds to actually ultimately become the tag team champions. But if it doesn't, then I would love to see New Day win. But if not, if Eric Rowan and Daniel Bryan actually retain the championships, then there you go. I wouldn't mind. I'm not going to be too surprised if they win. If New Day wins, then cool. If Heavy Machinery wins, then cool. Double cool. And actually double cool, because actually that would be my prediction actually become true. So there you go. So that's my prediction for you guys. Heavy Machinery for the win. I wouldn't mind seeing Big E and Woods actually win it, but I wouldn't be too surprised if Bryan and Rowan actually retain the championship. So there you go. Next up, we have the SmackDown Live Women's Championship 2-on-1 handicap match with Bayley taking on both Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. My prediction for this match can actually go either one way or another. My prediction for this match is actually going to be for Bayley. But like I just said, this match can go either one way or another. Either you can have the most obvious way that you have Bayley actually win this match, and actually let that be the fire to actually fuel the Bliss and Nick Cross feud, or you can have it where both the two actually win the match. Excuse me. You can have Cross and Bliss actually win the match, and actually let that be their tide. Let their kind of championship greed, their championship greed get to the best of them. Actually say, oh, I'm the one who pinned or submitted Bayley. I'm the real champion. No, I'm the real champion. No, I am. Let that be the reason why you actually have Bliss and actually Nikki Cross actually feud against one another. Actually have, let that be their feud. Let that be their fire to actually fuel their feud, or potentially something else, or maybe potentially something else can actually happen where that can maybe fuel their fire for their feud. But more likely than not, I'm going to stick this more. That's more of a messy kind of storytelling. The most easiest storytelling you can do is actually let that. This way I'm predicting, actually sticking with, and actually, like I said, having Bayley actually winning it, and actually let that be the reason, because either Bliss can actually screw Nikki Cross to actually make them lose, or have it where Nikki Cross actually messes up and actually messes up Bliss's chance of winning, or vice versa. Like I said, either Bliss is going to screw up Nikki, or Cross is going to screw up Bliss, or whatever. However way it's going to happen, someone's going to screw another one up, and they're going to ultimately, make their team take the wall and let Bayley be the one to actually get the win. So, with that said, regardless of what's going to happen, I'm going to stick with Bayley to actually get the win and retain her SmackDown Live Women's Championship. So there you go. There is Bayley to actually win that match. And there's going to be a train coming once again. So with that said, I'm actually going to stop it right here and wait for this train to actually go by and actually become more quiet. So with that said, let's go ahead and roll that SpongeBob title card, and we'll be right back with a second after a few more seconds or a few moments later. So with that said, SpongeBob title card, take us away.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, now we're back here again after that train finally has come and passed. And now we can continue on with our video, shall we? Okay, so now with this said, we're going to continue where we left off on the card with none other than Kofi Kingston taking on Samoa Joe for the WWE Championship. My prediction for this match is going to be for another one of the. It's going to be kind of in the style and kind of in the vein of just like Ricochet and Styles, where my prediction is going to be for Samoa Joe. Actually, no. My prediction is that while I can see Joe winning, this match for the sake of potential feud, continuing a feud between Kofi Kingston and Joe. So I can see Joe doing this, actually winning the match and getting the title over Kofi Kingston, to actually continue the feud between Kingston and Joe. But I can also see WWE playing it safe and actually having Kingston actually retain, just because he's still on fire with his reign, and it's still too early for him to lose his championship. So yeah, I can also see that happening. Which is why I'm actually going to bring up my actual true prediction. My true prediction is going to side with that fact with WWE's mindset, being it's too soon for him to lose the championship. So my true mindset, my true prediction is going to be that Kofi Kingston is actually going to win this match and beat Samoa Joe. But I could see Joe actually winning the match. So with that said, Joe, you could win this match. I wouldn't mind seeing it happen for this match. Either way, regardless of where we go from here, most likely, like I said, it's most likely going to be because, we're going to continue a feud between him and Kingston. But, regardless enough, I wouldn't mind seeing Joe win the match and win the title, but I'm going to still stick with WWE's mindset of actually getting Kingston to win and getting him out of this match. Despite the fact that it may seem just like another rollover, just for another freaking roll, just for another Joe, just to lay down, that should be just another freaking victim, another freaking lose again. But just like the event, just like Styles and Ricochet, these two are gonna go out there and actually gonna give us a potentially A+ quality match. So that fact very much alone may let us all ignore the fact of how Joe's continuously being squashed. Once again, just let him be the one just to lay down and take the fall over and over again. So let's just hope, like I said, the quality of this match actually let's actually take over that. But who knows? Like I said, who knows? We may actually get Joe actually becoming WWE champion out of this match. Who knows? So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, Kofi Kingston is my prediction for win this match, but I can see Joe win this just for the sake of us continuing a feud between Kingston and Joe. So, with that said, let's move on to the next match, which is going to be the winner-take-all mixed tag team match, Extreme Rules match. Even though it's kind of mixed up words, but still, the point still stands. We have the man Becky Lynch taking on the Beast Slayer Seth Rollins, with those two to be the champions, taking on Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans for the Raw Women's Championship match in the Universal Championship matchup for this winner-take-all mixed tag team Extreme Rules matchup. Blah. So, this said, but you might ask yourself, Son WWE team, what is your prediction for this match? My prediction going into this match is that this is simply just going to be a simple one-time thing, since we kind of the ending of Stomping Grounds pretty much got us to this point, and I expect us just to get here from Stomping Grounds, just to get here, just to see this match and let this match play out. And I expect nothing too crazy out of the ordinary to actually get us into this match and actually get us out of this match out of Extreme Rules. So I don't expect anything too crazy happening during this match, and in the process of us actually getting out of this match out of Extreme Rules. So yeah. So with this said, my prediction is going to be pretty much anyone's safe bet, and it's going to be with Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch retaining their championships. So with this said, there we go. But if WWE somehow actually pulls the freaking carpet out of our feet, actually surprises us, gives a wow factor of Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans actually win this match somehow, then holy shit! Because that'd be actually, like I said, that could be a potential wow factor. With potential chance of maybe Heyman's new creative role maybe has some maybe have something to do involved with that. Maybe something actually could, something can actually good come out of it. But that's to be seen. But most likely not. I don't think it's gonna happen because for obviously like I said before, I don't expect anything too big or too sketchy to happen out of this match. And this is just simply just gonna be a one-time safe bet match for us to just sit down and actually enjoy this match, just to watch Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch beat the shit out of Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans just for a one-time thing. And have a good old fun match between these two teams just to get us in and get us out of Extreme Rules. So yeah. Like I said before, my picks for this match is just going to be for Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch to retain their championships. So, with that said, let's move on to the final match on the card, as we have the team of The Undertaker and Roman Reigns taking on Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre in a no-holds-barred tag team matchup. My prediction for this match is actually going to be with my process of actually still keeping in mind of my Survivor Series tag team matchup idea still in mind. And if you do not know what I'm thinking, if you do not know what I'm talking about, please refer back to my Stomping Grounds review for more info on that, to see what I'm actually talking about. But so needless, because I'm not going to go into that to extend this more video to more if it needs to be. So please go back to that video to get more information out of that. So go to there, go see that. So with that creative mindset still in mind, since you built towards Survivor Series, my prediction for this match is going to be that this match is actually going to be eventful, but with all that shit in mind, with no matter what can happen on site, with on-site help between on both McMahon's and Drew's side and Undertaker's and Roman's side, no matter what's going to happen, my prediction for this match is going to be for McMahon and Drew McIntyre to actually win this match, but I would not be too surprised if Roman Reigns and Undertaker actually will win this match. So yeah, I wouldn't mind, or I wouldn't be too surprised if they actually do win this match as well. And because, like I said, anything can happen in this match. And with me, especially with me still sticking to my heart, actually hoping that WWE can actually go and to actually start sprinkling some build up towards my idea of heading towards Survivor Series. So hopefully they can start sprinkling some built towards my idea. With that being, because obviously enough, look at the card. Look at the card, guys. We have these four taking on each other. We have the Revival taking on the Usos. The only thing really missing out of my idea for the Survivor Series tag team matchup is that we don't have The Miz on the show, and we don't have Elias booked on the show. So, how crazy would it be if either we have the Revival helping Shane and Drew, or we have Usos helping Roman Reigns and Undertaker, or hell, like I said before, Miz or Elias are on book on the show. Why not let them help out? Why not let them get involved? Or hell, somehow we have this settlement built between we have this settlement built between Shane and Kevin Owens actually being his pipe bomb, his recent pipe bomb on SmackDown Live recently, and let him with his son face turn against Shane McMahon. So maybe we can have Kevin Owens come in and have help from this match. Who knows? Who knows? Just who knows? Like I said before, I'm sticking with my creative mindset going into this match, with hopefully some sprinkling with some ideas, some build going towards that idea, going towards Survivor Series. So there's that going involved. Or I could just be simply spilling smoke out of my ass and just be spilling nothing but beans that make absolutely no sense. And like I said before, that's why I add the fact of how I also wouldn't mind, or I wouldn't be too surprised seeing Taker and Reigns get the win because of that fact alone. But so, like I said before, I'm sticking with that mindset. With that, I'm sticking with Drew and Shane can come up with the win. But if, like I said before, or if I'm just spilling freaking smoke coming out of my mouth, and this happens, all this shit is being worthless. And this is just simply gonna be one of those freaking. This is gonna be simply one of those enjoyable sit down and actually watch kind of matches. And who knows? Maybe this can actually be the end of Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon's push, or whatever they're doing. knowing much is probably not. Because like I said, especially now how we're having Kevin Owens going towards Shane McMahon and talking shit about Shane McMahon's push, just like how much we're feeling, dropping his pot bomb time promo on SmackDown Live. Who knows what's going to happen going out of this thing, going forward with this match? Like I said, I'm still sticking close to my Survivor Series idea with all these feuds going together into one match at one time to actually end everything off a bang. But who knows what's going to happen? We're just all going to sit down and watch the show and actually see what actually happens overall. So now, with it all said and done, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, last time saying is my prediction for this match to close out the card and just close out this video is going to be for Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon to win this match, but also with the mindset of I wouldn't mind, and I wouldn't be too surprised seeing Reigns and Undertaker actually winning this match off with a bang as well. So now, with all of this said and done out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for watching this video. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, and Extreme Rules 2019 looks like a show that has a lot of expectations going to it, especially with the mindset of a lot of good matches. Just like I said, we have Joe and Kingston, we have Styles and Ricochet potentially stealing the show. Maybe with the main mindset, potentially some hype going into Rollins and Becky and Corbin and Lacey Evans and hell, even the Roman Reigns and Undertaker and McMahon and Brett McIntyre matches. All these matches have some built and actually some excitement going into them, and it's just up to us just to sit down and actually watch the show and ultimately see how well the show pulls out with all these strings coming together, with all expectations going into the show. Like I said, we actually pull up a good show of Extreme Rules. That's to be seen, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll actually be here with my review coming up soon for Extreme Rules 2019 to tell you whether or not that WWE will actually succeed that or not. So, with this done, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for watching this video. And it's on 318, and I'm signing out. Peace, ladies and gentlemen.